What's up, YouTube? This is going to be a guide on how to use Kilowattrel in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I'll be providing some competitive movesets and some fun meme movesets too. If there's a Pokemon set maybe you don't see here and you think it works really well, let me know about in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this series, it helps you out, drop a like on the video and let's get into it. So Kilowattrel is a pretty nice Pokemon, actually. It's got some good stats. So the standout stats are its special attack and speed. So we've got 125 base in speed and 105 in special attack. So pretty nice, actually. Looking at its ability, we got some interesting ones here. We got Wind Power, which is going to actually give the charge effects, and it also is boosted by Tailwind. And we got Volt Absorb, which is always handy, and we got Competitive too. So pretty, some solid abilities there. Now the first set here I'm going to be showing you, this one is what you'll see the most for Kilowattrel, and this is designed to work with a Pelipper on a Rain Dance team. So yeah, so you want the rain going with the Pelipper, with the Damp Rock, and they work very well together as well with Volt Absorb. So there you go. That's probably your best partner you're going to have with Kilowattrel is a Pelipper. So obviously when the rain's going and we've got the 8 turns of rain, we've got Hurricane. So that's going to be 100% accurate in the rain, which is great. We've got Thunder, which is also 100% accurate in the rain. And we've got Weather Ball as well, which is going to go from 50 to 100 base power, and it's going to be a water type move. So it's going to be really, really good, yo. That's like a perfect rain Pokemon. It's like literally made for the rain. The other move I've given it is going to be Volt Switch, which is just handy for getting damage there. But it just suits so well on a rain team with Volt as well, because a lot of water type Pokemon that are on rain teams are weak to electric. So you could quite easily bait that out. Now, the item I'd probably give it the main one. I'd probably give it heavy duty boots there. That stops it from being hurt by any entry hazards and stuff like that. So it's quite good. The Terra type I've given it is going to be Terra Electric. I feel that's going to be the best Terra for it, and it's going to be very, very powerful with Thunder. And it's also only going to give it one weakness, which is really nice too. The EV spread here, we got max special attack and max speed, so pretty straightforward, and Timid Nature, and I just put the last little bit into defense there. So that's going to be your best competitive Kilowattrel set to use on a rain team. So outside of a rain team, it's still okay, but you can miss your Hurricane, you can miss your Thunder. Weather Ball's not powered up, so it's nowhere near as good. So for me to use that as its highest potential there, I'd be using in the rain with a Pelipper. Like, Pelipper is the perfect partner for it, whether you're playing singles or doubles. Next set, we'll have a look. We got the Wind Power set. So most people will be using Volt Absorb, which is a bit of a shame, but let's have a look at a Wind Power set. So as I mentioned before, this Pokemon gets the charge effect. So the net electric type move is going to be powered up there that it uses, and you can activate this by Wind move or Tailwind. So it's pretty cool. So obviously we've got Tailwind on this set, so we could set it up ourselves. We've got Thunderbolt, Hurricane, and Weather Ball. So this one can also be used on a rain team too, except the difference is I'm not using Volt Absorb, I'm just using Wind Power. So we've also got a way to make our Kilowattrel fast too, as well as our Rain Dance Pokemon. You could change Thunderbolt up for Thunder if you like too. That could be another option. If you're not using this in the rain, you could probably drop the Weather Ball and give it something else. So that'd work fine out of the rain. Probably Thunderbolt over Thunder if there's no rain there, unless you really want to roll the dice for a miss and stuff like that. But yeah, it doesn't really have much on the special side. It's quite barren, so it's only got like mostly electric type moves, a couple of flying moves like Hurricane and Air Slash, and normal moves. That's it. It really doesn't have too much else. If you really wanted something interesting, you could go for like Terra Blast and then change it up a little bit, maybe like Terra Blast water or something like that, or ice. That could be another option you could actually try there. So there's another option. This one I built it as max health and max special attack, because we're relying on Tailwind there to double our speed. And after double speed, that'll be more than enough, and you've got some extra bulk there to boot too. So that's pretty good. And with Modest Nature, it's going to be hitting a lot harder there. Next set I want to have a look at here is a competitive one. So this is actually pretty cool here. So we've got Tailwind as well to boost its speed. We've got Modest Nature. Now we've got Focus Sash as the item. And this is going to be like more of a support Pokemon in doubles. So you notice I've got Discharge in it. So Discharge is pretty nice. So you could couple that with any ground type Pokemon like Garchomp. That will work really well. Or any other Volt Absorb Pokemon like Jolteon and things like that, which would work really nice. You've got Hurricane, or you could even go Air/Dew if you want to try and flinch. And of course, it always is nice to use this on rain teams too. So we'll say this Pokemon is its best when it is in the rain. And I've also got Volt Switch too. So I could set that Tailwind up and then Volt Switch into another slower Pokemon. But now they're going to be fast with Tailwind. So that's sort of how you play the competitive set that will support. And with competitive too, the Pokemon Special Attack is going to get raised by 2 for each of the stats lowered, which can happen a lot in doubles there and stuff like that. So that's another option you could use there. Trying to just show all the abilities off there. I still say the Volt Absorb is mostly going to be more handy because you're using it on a rain team. If you're not using it on a rain team, then, competitive could be a little bit more handy there. But sort of each their own. But yeah, that's the set I run for it. And we've got Modest and, max speed. You could run Timid on that if you wanted it as well. I've just given it Modest because we've got Tail in there. So, not much point at even being faster. You could even drop back some of the speed a little bit there and increase, put a decent chunk into its health for extra survivability. So that could be an option there too. Sort of all it depends on what you want to do. Next one we have here, we got Choice Spec. So this is a set that can absolutely work as well on Kilowattrel. So with its big special attack there, Choice Specs is a nice item. So I've given a Hurricane, Thunder, Weather Ball. Now, once again, this is going to be used in rain as well. So using this in rain. Now, we've got U-Turner. You might think that's a bit of a funny move to have on there, but just in case you want to get out of a matchup and you've got Volt Switch, sometimes you'll find there's a ground-type Pokemon or a Volt Absorb Pokemon, and you want to get out of the matchup there and get some momentum going. You can't do it, so that's why U-Turn is put on this set. So that's just an extra option there. I mean, you can have Volt Switch if you want, but there are some times where you need to get out of the matchup, and U-Turn can be the good option there to go for that. I've just gone Timid, same sort of special attacking and speed EVs there, 252 and 252 in special attack, and Timid, and Choice Spec. So that's going to be your main sort of for like competitive ones here. Next one we got is a little bit of a meme set. I come up with this one. It's pretty funny. So we've got a Terra Electric type to begin with. We've got Shuka Berry. So when it goes into a Terra Electric, we're going to have that Shuka Berry there to power down any ground type moves. So mostly no one would ever run this as a bulky set because it's not exactly what you call a bulky Pokemon. So I thought, we could run like a Stockpile and Roost set. So Stockpile, we're going to boost its defense and special defense, which is pretty fun. And we've got Roost as well. So we can remove that flying type until the turn ends. So that's another way you can get the Shuka Berry to activate there. Because like Summer predicts that and uses a ground type move. The other move I've got in here is Charge Beam. That's going to be a way to boost our special attack. It's got a 70% chance there. And we've got Tailwind as well, which will activate Wind Power. So that's going to be kind of nice there. Outspeeding stuff and still being bulky. Max Health and max special defense, but bold nature for EVs in there. Just giving it a little bit of all-round bulk. So give that one a go if you really wanted to. It's not going to be super bulky, but if you get a couple of stockpiles up before your opponent swaps in, it actually can do a bit of damage there. So the last set I've got here, we've got this set here. This is the Troll set. Like, this is actually not bad. It's a physical set. So we've got Terra-type Water. So Terra-type Water and Volt Absorb is actually like a pretty good troll set. I was talking about this set here before. You could go Terra Water and you could also go Volt Absorb too. So then the opponent will go for, when you go for a Water type Terra, they come in and lose your Electric type move against you and it's going to heal you. So it's a nice little troll there you can use against someone and it will heal you up too. So we've got Brave Bird, Wild Charge, U-Turn and Terra Blast Water. It is a... Actually, I need to drop that back a little bit. My bad. Oh, can we even... I don't even know if we can even get this to... Let me see if I get this. Oh, we can just get it to work. So I'm going to have to adjust the EVs here. There's going to be like something super specific. You don't have to go like... All right, there we go. Like, let's go 9 EVs so we can... Nope, we need like 8. Okay, 8, 6, 5, Probably like 6. That'll do. Okay, so we're 1 underneath it, and we can give the rest in like we'll give the rest in bulk. Put the rest in bulk. So that way we can get a Terra Blast water. It won't boost. It won't boost the speed, and then we can get a little bit more bulk there. But the idea is with this set, right, is to get the Volt Absorb and the Water Terra to activate, which is pretty cool. Then you can go like a bulky set, or you can go like, I don't know, you can go like a speedy set if you want to. It's sort of like up to you there. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool there. And we got Mystic Water as well to boost up the water type move by 1.2 times power, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I quite like this one. But yeah, if you want to go you go to the Terra Water, you got to give it, obviously, you want a physical attack, you want to give it more physical EVs there. But yeah, for its physical side, it's kind of limited. So I gave it Brave Bird and Wild Charge as a main stab, U-turn, just a U-turn on a bad matchup, and Terra Blast Water, and you'll be able to get the Volt Absorb back maybe on a electric type move. But it's only going to work once though, but it could be pretty funny. So you can give that one a go. So let me do some, probably some the best team members for Kilowattrel. Would be obviously the #1 partner for this is Pelipper with Drizzle, right? This is going to be like your bread and butter to use Kilowattrel for, because it simply works so well. It's 4 times weak to electric. You can simply swap in the Volt Absorb set there, and it works, works nicely either way too. Another good Pokemon you could run, I'm just thinking with this, Amoonguss isn't a bad swap in either. That's not a bad partner, Amoonguss, and I'd say Iron Treads wouldn't be all that bad either. So we've got Iron Treads there. That can get rid of any, that's good for rapid spinning any annoying entry hazards away. And of course, with its typing there, it's good too. So that's another sort of teammate you can have. As for countering this Pokemon, it's not very hard. It's not bulky at all. So it's not going to be tanking lots of hits there. And it's mostly always going to get used in the rain. If it's not in the rain, it's nowhere near its potential, because we got Hurricane being sort of shaky, and the opponent will probably opt to go for Thunderbolt instead of Thunder, and there won't be a Weather Ball unless there's weather set up and things like that. So it can only do so much, so it's not that threatening at all. I will show you its moves and stuff like that if I'd like to do a final sort of look over everything. So as for its status moves here, there's nothing really else I can show you that I haven't already included. You could have it as a lead with Tailwind as well. It's sort of similar to what I've already done. So nothing too new there. So we've gone over a Discharge support set already. We did Hurricanes as main stab. We did a Terra Blast water set. We did Thunder with a rain, and Thunderbolt if you're not running rain, and Volt Switch and Weather Ball if you're running it in the weather. You've got a critting set. You might be able to use alright, let's see if we can make a critting set. I'm pretty sure that it gets focus energy. No, it doesn't get focus energy. Rest in peace. So, if there was another idea there I could have had, but no. Oh, Electro Ball. Oh, okay, let's give that a go. So this could work. So Electro Ball is a really cool move. So the more power, the faster it is in the opponent. So I was like, okay, we'll go Agility. So we can go with that Modest or whatever. Modest or Timid doesn't really matter. So we've got Electro Ball. So you could go something. Actually, Electric Terrain. Ooh. So Electric Terrain, we could get Terra type at Electric and then go Electric Terrain, Electro Ball. That'd be really, really cool. Just trying to think what we could use here. Wind Power. We could use Wind Power. I'm just thinking what would be kind of cool to run here. Actually, it might be good to go. You could even go competitive as well. Competitive or Volt Absorb would be okay. I think we might go competitive. So here we go. We've got this. Now, I'm thinking ground-type Pokemon are obviously going to be a problem here, so you wouldn't obviously use this against a ground-type Pokemon at all. So, yeah, you want to be getting rid of those before you send this out. But this will hit really, really high with Electro Ball because it's got so much speed and agility too. It's sort of I don't know, sort of like a weakened version of Regieleki, I guess you could say. So that could work there. What else we got on here? I'm just trying to think of another move we could put on there. I mean, you could do a coverage move, of course, but we're sort of focused on just having an Electro Ball here. Any sort of status move. Now, you could have something. You could have Tailwind on here. Actually, we'll go Tailwind because that'll make it. That'll make it even better. So, yeah, we'll go Tailwind on top of that. Perfect. So we're gonna get the full use out of this this set right here. I think I might put on Citrus Berry on there, so I'm gonna probably. It's going to be difficult to probably use all of these moves at once, so you might have to, if you get another Pokemon to set the Electric Train, that'd be a lot easier, and then you could, go for this. Or you could go, terrain extender too. That could be another option to go for there. But then you go Terra Electric, Electro Ball. So that'd be a pretty cool sort of move there for Kilowattrel. That's pretty cool. Let's have a look at some rest of this Pokemon. Apart from that, it's kind of about it, because it's kind of barren, you know. Yeah, it's very, very barren. So its physical moves are here. I already sort of did a physical set. There's not too much more you can do with this Pokemon. I think I've done a pretty good job of covering. But to sum things up here for Kilowattrel, a great Pokemon on rain teams, a definite great partner if you're running a rain team. Whether it's singles, doubles, whatever rules you're playing there. The perfect partner for this is Pelipper. It draws out any electric-type moves and it sets the rain up perfectly. So you can literally, with Pelipper, I'll just quickly do like a real fast Pelipper sort of build here. So with Pelipper, you could have your Drizzle and your Damp sort of rock there. You know, U-turn is just so perfect on it, and you could just, you know, you've got like stuff like this too. Okay, so you've got like U-turn, and you can U-turn straight away into your Kilowattrel, and that would be, you know, really, really good right there. And then you just give it like another, you know, you could just give it like another coverage move there, probably like, I don't know, Ice Beam's probably really good, but it's not really about Pelipper. But yeah, you could just partner with something like that, and then you could just swap it into Kilowattrel and go really, really well. But yeah, a pretty cool Pokemon. Great in the rain and great, basically a perfect Pokemon for the rain. Outside that, it's not the greatest Pokemon in the world there. It does struggle a bit because a lot of it's got quite a barren move pool. That's a problem with this Pokemon. And it's not the most bulky in the world. But definitely a great niche on rain teams. Very, very powerful in my opinion there. And it wouldn't let you down. That's about it, people. I'll have another guide up a little bit later on another bird-like Pokemon. I wonder if you can guess what it is. And I'll catch you next time. Peace out.